11 really bizarre, wild vitamin D deficiency symptoms. Now, of course, most people know the usual vitamin D symptoms. Lower back pain, depression, high blood pressure, inflammation, autoimmune diseases, things like that. But I will guarantee you do not know these. Number 1, head sweating. Now, typically you'll see this in infants, but you can also see it in teenagers, adults. But if you notice like a child or yourself sweating just more in the head, suspect a vitamin D deficiency. Number 2, sweating more at night, even if your temperature is cool. Number 3, mood swings. A person going from a condition or emotion of happiness down to feeling irritable, down to angry, and then they get sad because vitamin D controls the regulation of your mood and it heavily influences emotions. Number 4, procrastination, being backlogged, and you just don't feel productive. I mean, it's pretty wild that someone's motivation is connected to a vitamin D deficiency. All right, number 5, panic attacks. Now, in other videos, I talk about panic attacks being a vitamin B1 deficiency, and it can be, but you also have a vitamin D connection to this as well. Number 6, achiness in your pelvis, in your lower back, in your hips, and your upper legs. Vitamin D is intimately connected with the formation of bone. And one symptom of that is literally pain, but not sharp pain, this achiness that's the inside of the bone because that's where you're losing the bone, on the inside. So then we have number 7, which is loss of muscle strength. Vitamin D has a direct effect on calcium itself. And without vitamin D, calcium is going to be deficient in the muscle. Calcium allows the muscle to contract, but not only contraction, it's also involved in the production of muscle itself. So without vitamin D and calcium, you cannot create muscles. Number 8, stiffness. And the stiffness usually occurs in the knees and in the fingers. Number 9, chronic fatigue. This has a lot to do with those little energy factories in your cell, they're called mitochondria, and how important vitamin D is to support that little factory. And if you don't have enough vitamin D, you just can't make energy. Number 10, your ability to think quickly is diminished. Basically, you have too many applications open on your desktop computer, but related to your brain. And number 11, it's just very difficult to be satisfied when you eat a meal. It could be that the food is just nutritionally empty and you keep eating to get these nutrients. It can also be certain things in the food that cause you to be addicted. But if you're low in vitamin D, you're just not going to feel satisfied. You will definitely have a tendency to overeat. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising, And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.